I'm Joelle.
And I'm Cauchy, and welcome to our channel. And this is our first video, so we're just pretty much gonna tell you what we're gonna talk about, how we came about this.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so this came about like a while back for me because I didn't necessarily know what to do in how to if I was gonna do YouTube or a blog, but I just didn't feel like typing. I had stuff written down and I just got tired. And then how did it come out for you?
I would say about...
You had a blog. What happened?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
But the idea pretty much came from her. She wanted to do something, and
but what happened to your blog? But you
as
used
you can
to blog. What happened to your blog? Okay, go ahead.
As you would see later on, that she sometimes get camera shy, and she didn't want to do it by herself. So she asked me how we could do something together. Now, as a couple, and something that we could just interact to and influence people and talk to people and just be real and just people to get to know us. So she thought about this.
Okay, it was more so of discovering our purpose together than just putting it into a way where we can reach out to other people with what we've learned and are learning.
Yeah. So
that's how I felt like it could come together. It wasn't like I just woke up and thought about this. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. So she wanted to do something together. So she approached me. So
you didn't want to do anything together?
She approached me.
I approached you. I approached you.
Yes, it would be lovely. I would like to do it. So we thought about it and we came up with something. So basically what you guys will hear, what you guys will see in the next videos and from now on videos that
I approached you.
How we came
How
about.
did I approach you?
How we met. How did we meet?
How did I approach you?
You told me that you wanted to do...
No, listen, I wanted to do something together, right? And so in the journey of discovering your purpose and all that stuff, so then I was like, why don't we do this?
That's what I said.
No, you trying to make it look like I just woke up and okay.
So, and this is where we are. So from now, we could just talk about who we are and how we met and stuff like that.
Okay, so I already said my name is Joelle. You're Cauchy. What do you do?
We're in a relationship.
We're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm the good one. So this relationship started with March 8, 2015, and I live in Texas. Where do you live?
H-Town.
You don't live in H-Town.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, he lives in
Toronto.
Okay,
Toronto,
so then
Canada.
We kind of how did we meet?
Family, friends.
Yeah,
down in Dallas. I spent a lot of time in Dallas.
But that's a long story. Long story short, we met through family friends, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, family friends.
So then it's been 2 years, and what else you would like to know?
Our purpose.
What's our purpose?
Good question.
What is it? What is the purpose?
The purpose of this video is really much.
Well, we already said the purpose.
No, it's more it's more so about how we came to meet and how we kept our relationship to be so close and so tight and getting to know each other while living in two different countries with 2 hour time zone difference, at times 3. And we always talked about, I told myself, getting into this relationship that you get what you put in, and there have been a lot of sleepless nights, there have been a lot of arguments, there have been a lot of stuff that we went through in the first year, which made us so close that, nowadays we still argue, I'm not gonna lie about that, we still argue, but it's not as bad. And, you get to know somebody. Personally, I think that you get to know somebody a lot when you're in a long distance relationship because you put in the effort, and the more you get to know that person, the more you love that person.
Sure.
And even the different, time zone that we're in, the different time zone and the distance that we're apart, when she gets on my nerve or I get on my on her nerves, you know, I still find a way to talk to her and just be sane. And that's something that really, you know, I learned throughout. Yeah, sometimes. Okay. Something that I've learned throughout these last 2 years, and you know, I could really say that I'm very grateful to have somebody like you. You know, sometimes I feel like I don't want to be with you, but
what?
In the end, I can really say that, you know, the fact that I really love you overshadows all the arguments that we go through and all the hard time, the distance, and the time zone. That's from my point of view. So
I feel like to me, I kind of like didn't want a relationship. Like at the time that we met. So for me to be in this relationship, it's like not a shock, but it's a mystery. But I've learned a lot from it, and I've grown a lot. It's been a humbling experience, very humbling experience. But like, I mean, you know, later on you guys will come to learn why we are saying these things that we are saying, because it's a lot more than just being on the phone and all that. It's like, relationship is work. If you're not working, you're not growing. So that's definitely like a big part of it. So yeah, for me, I'm grateful. I think I've learned a lot. You know, it came at a time in my life where I had a lot going on. I was still working on certain things in myself, and I was still working on certain things for myself. So
and that just came splash.
To just, you know, learn how to be selfless and learn how to count someone else in was really hard. But I think I'm still learning. Like, you know, I'm not perfect, but I'm glad that I've actually made it this far. I didn't think I was gonna make it this far. I think I gave up a lot of times. So yeah, basically, we're not gonna make this video too long. We're just trying to give you guys like an intro of like what to expect. There's different things that people have reached out to me personally. I don't know about him, and they have like different questions on like relationships, on how to put God first, how to communicate, how to build trust, which I shouldn't ask me because I'm still working on that. How to build I'm a work in progress. How to, what else? How to, what else can you think of?
I think one thing that I want to just say is that relationship may be hard, but like I said, once you put in the work.
Yeah, you have to put in the work. So you have to be with someone that actually has to go somewhere. It has to be with a purpose, because most of the times if you're like, you don't feel like you have an end goal, then you feel like you're not working for anything. So you have to set that goal, which we realized we were put in a place, like being in a lost relationship, you're put in a place where you kind of just have to decide like, where's this going, or else you just need to not get on that.
Yeah, and also what we learned is that you gotta be real. You can't just be fake or like, oh well, at the beginning I was trying to impress her, and then, you know, once I get her and then I just stop. But like, I was real from the jump. Like one day we might even tell you guys exactly how we met, but I'm not gonna sit here and try and preach the Bible to you guys. But when we first met, one thing that we said is that we wanted to be equally yoked. And that's not just with the Bible, but it's also with the mindset and our goals. Because if we didn't have the same goal, we didn't have the same mindset, I promise you that it may not be today, it may not be a year from now, but one day down the line, we will look at each other and be like, well, I want to go left while she wants to go right, and we'll just be split. But I'm glad that we talked about that from the jump. Before anything,
be straightforward.
Yeah, before anything dramatic happened between us, we pretty much, like, before we even had our first date, we had like about a month of just talking to each other on the phone and just
yeah, it wasn't a date, y'all.
It was a date, but it was just a lot of talking, a lot of getting to know each other.
Yeah, and get to know where. Like, we got really comfortable with asking uncomfortable questions.
Yes.
That people will tell you, don't ask. But like honestly,
talking about
you everything. I mean, you have to ask what's important to you. Like you gotta put that first, so you don't waste your time. Because once you waste time, you can't get it back.
Yes, and she tried to hit me with the, what's your 5-year plan?
Long-term goals, a short-term
goal. But little did she know, I read the book and I watched the video. I watched the movie, so I was ahead of time. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you have any questions or any concerns, any feedback, anything that you want us to talk about,
let us know. Let us know.
Write something down below, and we'll definitely talk about it. And like I said, this is just an intro video, and there'll be more coming.
Hopefully.
In the next 2 days and months and years.
As many as we can do.
Yes. And again, I'm Cauchy.
Joelle.
Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.
Have a good night.